All right, you guys. Today is going to be more of a sad story. It's an old story, but it's a story that definitely transcends through time because of the tragic situation, and it has to do with Emmett Till, and it's surrounded by around this woman Carolyn Bryant, the woman who lied on him or whatever. Um, yeah, I was watching something on YouTube, and I just kind of stumbled across a guy named Tommy Sotomayor talking about this situation. It was an old video, but I don't know. It just got me in my feelings a bit, and I was just angry, upset that this woman was still alive, and and come to find out also that the people were involved, her husband and family, who tortured this man and this young kid. Actually, he's 14. He died when he was 14. Tortured him, and nothing happened. Now I heard about the whole Emmett Till situation, but I never really knew the details like that. Like I didn't know to that level. Like there was no justice at all. Like I just knew that he was tortured and I guess said something to a white lady. But anyway, let me just I just googled Carolyn Bryant confession, right? Because I wanted to know what did she really confess to. So this is the Guardian. It says woman at center of Emmett Till case tells author she fabricated testimony. And it says here, it was the lynching that outraged African Americans, spurred the civil rights movement, and etched the victim's name in history. Emmett Till, the 14-year-old Chicagoan, was visiting relatives in the cotton country of the Mississippi Delta on 24th August 1955 when he allegedly whistled at a white woman. 3 days later, his body was found in a Tallahatchie River. Till had a bullet hole in his head, an eye gouged out, and other wounds. The murderers had wrapped barbed wire around his neck and weighted him down with a cotton gin fan. Wow. It was a ghastly crime that changed the United States, but the woman at the center of it, Carolyn Bryant, long remained enigma. A few weeks after the murder, the then 21-year-old testified in court that Till had grabbed and verbally harassed her in a grocery store. I was just scared to death, she said. The all-white jury cleared her husband Roy Bryant and his half-brother J.W. Milliam of the crime. They later publicly admitted their guilt, saying they wanted to warn other blacks. Carolyn Bryant disappeared from public view. Now, 62 years later, it has emerged that she fabricated her testimony about Till making physical and verbal advances. That part's not true, Bryant told Timothy Tyson, the author of a new book, The Blood of Emmett Till. That four-word confession of sorts has provided an unexpected quota to a story whose victim is commemorated annually. Bryant spoke to Tyson, a Duke University senior research scholar, in 2007 when she was 72. The admission was not made public until now. Bryant, who is still alive at an undisclosed location, told the author she could not remember other details about the fleeting encounter with Till, who went into the store to buy gum. She did, however, express regret. Nothing that boy did could ever justify what happened to him. She said she felt tender sorrow for Till's mother, Mamie Till Mobley. Bryant's comments still leave questions over what precisely transpired in the grocery store, but they do suggest its bloody and controversial aftermath marked her. That case went a long way toward ruining her life, Tyson told Vanity Fair. The author did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Friday. Till's mother insisted on an open casket funeral in Chicago, and Jet magazine published photos of his corpse, sparking revolution and galvanizing the civil rights movement. Rosa Parks said Till was on her mind December 1955 when she refused to give up her seat on the bus on Montgomery, Alabama, kickstarting nationwide protests. The killing has been subject of a play by the Nobel uh, laureate Toni Morrison, a poem by the Harlem Renaissance writer Langston Hughes, and a song by Bob Dylan. I just a little plea thing that they did here. But here's the other part. Once acquitted of murder, the jury deliberated for barely an hour. Brian's husband and Milan were protected against further prosecution by the double Jeopardy rule, and so admitted the crime to Look magazine. I'm no bully, Milam said. I never heard a N word in my life, but I just decided it was time a few people got put on notice. Chicago boy, I said, I'm tired of them sending your kind down here to stir up trouble. I'm going to make an example out of you, just so everybody can know me and my folks stand. The case was reopened by the FBI in 2004 to see if any accomplice could be brought to justice, but in 2007, a grand jury decided there was insufficient evidence to bring charges. This is an old case, but it's very sad, and what makes it even worse is that this woman is still alive. Now, here's the thing: I always wonder because I've seen memes. I always wondered, well, what did she say? What was her confession? What did she take back? And as you heard me just read, she didn't really give any details. She just says that's not true. Whatever the author was about to write or say, she said that's not true, but it didn't say what. Now, to me, that doesn't even matter because there's nothing that this 14-year-old kid could have done to deserve what I just stated happened to him. Unfortunately, he didn't deserve that. So if he wolf called her or says something, a 14-year-old don't deserve that type of treatment. At the most, just talk to the mama and say, hey, he's being inappropriate, and let the mama deal with him, okay? And she'll just teach him a thing or two about manners. It didn't have to get to that point if that even happened. But there's to me, it doesn't even matter. There's nothing he could have said that deserved that. And what's even more disturbing is that because like I said, I didn't know all the details of this, but I was aware of Emmett Till, his image, that casket image. Ugh, I can never get that out of my head. And I knew that they say that he, I guess, was talking to a white woman, but I did not know that the people involved, the husband and the half brother, I did not know that they got away with it. I didn't know. I didn't really knew about. I didn't know that they got away with it and nothing happened. I always knew that she, kind of lied on him or whatever, or said that he whistled, but and she was living fine and well, and nothing happened to her. But I did not know that these men. It just goes to tell you how far we've come. But yeah, like they got away with it. They got away with it, and I don't want to like. Ugh, it's just crazy. Like, but this story, it just really. I know a lot of people might think, well, why are you doing a story on this? Like, why? It just really bothered me when I saw that old clip of Tommy Sotomayor was talking about it. It just really bothered me, and I just decided to look further into it. That these guys got off, and they died. They dead now, but they still like got off. You know what I mean? So yeah, the one of the guy, I think the half brother, the Malam guy, or maybe it was the brother, the Bryant guy. He died from cancer, but may he rest in hell. And I hope the same thing for this Carolyn Bryant one. But just comment in the comment section and tell me what's your thought on this situation. I know it's very depressing, but what's your thought on the fact that this woman is still alive and well? Nobody seems to really know where she's at, but she's alive and well. And I don't know. Rest. I'm sorry. Rest in peace to Emmett Till, though. That's all.